We got all the herbs here. This is all the herbs here. At the Rainbow Temple Restoration, Rainbow Water, at the Yorkmont Farmers Market. And Dr. York got some more info for us. Dr. Arkh, excuse me. I said York, didn't I? My apologies.
I know Dr. York.
All right. So we're attacking my mother's sore lower back and the diabetes and the iron deficiency.
Right. So what we're talking about here today is Iron Life Tea Blend.
Okay.
And what we were discussing, and like the brother was saying, that it's good for high cholesterol, blood pressure, kidneys, diabetes, blindness, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease. Low iron is the metabolic function or lack of hemoglobin in the blood, which creates more oxygen to the blood, which nourishes all 75 trillion cells in the body.
Wow.
So one of the instructions I was giving them, because when I get this stuff in from the Honduran rainforest, they're like logs and sticks that I got to break down. So it's very powerful. Okay. 1 tablespoon of this will make 8 cups of iron tea. Wow. Right? And this is an iron phosphate, iron fluorine. It's not a ferrous iron. It's not one of those pills that constipate you. This is plant-based iron, which your body will absorb just like that. Okay. So the way to do this is to take 8 cups of rainbow water, which is our living water, bring it up to a boil. Take 1 heaping tablespoon of the Iron Life Tea Blend, throw it in, and cut the water down to a rolling boil, about half the heat. And once that happens, you roll boil it for about 15 to 20 minutes. After that, cut off your heat and let it steep for another 15 minutes.
Gotcha.
When you look there, you should see a nice, dark, rich tea. Strain the tea. And what you get in the strainer with those herbs, you take those herbs and you put them in a Ziploc bag or you put them in a container, stick it in the fridge. When you go to make your next batch of tea, add those herbs to the water before it boils. Now you do the same process again by bringing the water up to a boil. Now you're going to add a fresh tablespoon of water and then cut down to a rolling boil. Rinse and repeat several times, maybe 6 times, and then you throw it out and start over again. But every time that you make the tea, it'll be stronger and stronger. Okay? And then you got to drink at least 2 8-ounce cups a day. Wow. Our body already uses between 150 to 170 milliliters of iron a day. So we want to oversaturate the iron, because if we are low in iron and we don't put enough in, we ain't going to feel it. Wow. So that's like having a half-gallon bucket and putting 2 quarts in it, you know? Well, actually 2 quarts is a half gallon. So if we had a gallon bucket and put a quart in, we still have a deficit. And even if we did a quart every day, we would still have a deficit. So we have to actually fill up the body over what it needs in order to be abundant with the iron, right, to kill the deficiency. Once the deficiency stops, the metabolic function of the body is going to click on, because iron is electric. So this is the electric spark to the heart and to every other, like your magnesium, your copper, right?
Zinc.
Zinc, it's like, boom, it's giving everybody that spark of energy. Right, and we know the heart is electric, right? That's why I call it cardio or cardiac. And that's why they got to take paddles to pop it back up. And it's also a pump. That's why if it stops, they also pump it and then blow air into it to restart it.
Crazy.
Right? Wow. So this here will keep the heart from not stopping. This is going to give it plenty of energy to function. Right? And this, your heart and your kidneys work together. Right? That's where the fluids, that's the only thing that moves the fluids through the body. So this will solve all those issues. Any deficiency you have in iron, I guarantee this will change your life.
And that's Iron Life Tea Bag.
Iron Life Tea. It's a raw tea. Wow. I don't do bags, because basically you change the surface area of the water when it's in a bag. But if this is in the water floating around, then the surface area is covered. So you're getting a good extraction.
Cool. What we got next? The colon cleanse.
Our colon cleanse caps. So this is a proprietary blend of magnesium oxide, guar gum, diatomaceous earth, and citric acid. And what this does, it creates non-sent oxygen inside the colon and dissolves the old fecal matter. So you won't have like a laxative to give you the runs. This is going to dissolve the fecal matter and get the peristalsis going again. So you're actually going to have natural bowel movements, but they're going to be liquified.
Oh, they're going to be liquified?
Oh, yeah.
So that's not the runs?
No, sir.
Don't mistake that for the runs?
Sir. No, you're going to actually see all the dissolved matter going into the toilet. You'll feel the relief. And what you want to do when you sit on that toilet, if you can, get yourself a 7-inch or 8-inch box, put that under your feet. Bring your legs
stool.
up. Right, because your bowel's going to be lower, and then you lean forward and grab your knees. That's going to take the kink out of the colon. And when you go to eliminate, you're going to feel everything just come right out.
So it's a straight shoot.
None of that.
Got you.
And that'll give you a full evacuation.
Wow.
And the colon is the key to life.
Yeah, yeah.
That's where the problem started. It's like clogging up the plumbing to the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're flushing the toilets and using everything,
Yeah.
but nothing's going out to the sewer system.
Exactly.
It's just going back up into the house, and our house is the temple.
Yeah.
Same thing. So we want to clean the plumbing out.
Cool beans.
Indeed.
And the baobab, the tree of life.
Oh, baobab.
Baobab.
Anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antioxidant.
Okay.
This is real vitamin C.
Wow.
So it's not ascorbic acid.
Okay. That's
Right.
real vitamin C.
Right, this is real vitamin C.
Gotcha.
Like amla is a real vitamin C.
No ester C.
None of that garbage.
Right.
This is real deal.
That's
This comes
super
from Africa.
duper.
We bring this in from Ghana.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And the moringa. I'm familiar with that. but-
Moringa, without talking about it, is just a superfood.
Yeah.
So that takes care of your amino acids, your vitamin complexes, everything the body needs is in that moringa.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and this one is really powerful. You can see the deepness in it.
Yeah.
This comes from Ghana as well.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Because I've had all different types of moringa, but nothing. I even grow moringa on a farm,
Right. Right.
but it still doesn't compare with this
With
moringa.
that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Now tell me, these all you can drink with cold water, right?
Oh, indeed.
But except for the iron life,
Well,
you
when
have to
make
you have
this
to boil
tea,
that. Yeah.
You got to boil it to get the medicine
Yeah.
out.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
But once it's made,
Yeah.
I
Then you
wouldn't
can
put
drink
it.
it.
I wouldn't put it in the fridge.
Right. Just room temperature.
Yeah, it's room stable.
Or warm it up again.
Indeed.
Yeah.
If you need to warm it up, fine. But
Yeah.
if you drink it at room temperature, you'll be fine.
Nice. Now the water. Tell us about the water again, because I was asked about the water and why is it in plastic containers? It's supposed to do something. It changes the metabolic situation on it.
Indeed. So here's the deal. So water has memory.
Okay.
Because it's living.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So if water has been stripped of something,
Okay.
then it tries to get things back. That's like putting distilled water in your body.
Right.
It's going to pull minerals out your bones and everything to try to get back to what it used to be.
Okay.
Our water's whole. So it don't need nothing.
Right.
It don't take nothing from nothing.
Right.
So what we do, and I'll show you the papers in a second.
Yeah.
Every year, we have a bottling company,
Okay.
right? But we send our bottle out. When we send our water out for testing, we leave it in these bottles for 2 years,
Wow.
and then we send it out for testing.
Wow.
And it's never come back with any plastic particulates or any kind of damage whatsoever. The water is just what it is. Because our water is complete. It ain't been stripped. It was made by God. As it comes out the ground, the only thing we do is run it through a micron filter. That's it. And that's to break down the minerals.
And it's not reaching for anything.
It ain't reaching for nothing.
Wow.
And what's really cool, like, I don't see any bottles here. We usually have bottles that sit in the sun.
Uh huh.
When they sit in the sun, they'll start growing moss. That show you that there's life in the bottle.
Growing moss.
Yeah.
inside the
freshwater
water?
moss.
Really?
Yeah, because it's alive.
Wow. So you drink the moss with the
Oh,
water?
hell yeah.
Wow.
But most people, we've been trained not to drink things that don't look clear or clean
Right, right.
because we don't understand the metabolic processes of bacteria
Yeah.
and microbiology,
Jeez.
right? So now here's the real kicker though. If I have a bottle that, like, I take bottles off and there's probably one or two over there that's been in the sun, I could probably find one through. You see these?
Yeah. Yep.
So these been sitting up in the sun.
Uh huh.
So you see that? That's freshwater moss growing in the water.
Wow.
Now what's really cool, if I take that water back up to the land
Yeah.
and I place that bottle in the land,
Yeah.
within 2 days that clear up.
On the land, just on cement, you mean?
On our land,
Oh,
where
on-
it came from.
Okay.
I bring it back to the spring land.
Wow.
I put it on the ground.
Uh huh.
It'll clear that up.
Wow.
Because the water now knows where it's
Back
at.
home. Yeah. It's crazy.
It's wild.
Now,
Totally
now,
wild.
I have an uncle that seems to think that he's been to your spring. It's in South Carolina or something.
No.
Where's it at?
We're in Yadkinville.
Yankerville, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
we're an hour and a half from here, from Charlotte.
And it's been around a while, right?
150
Because
years.
he was a young guy then.
150
He was a little kid.
years.
So
We're tribal.
Yeah, so he'll hear this and maybe he can relate to it or not. But yeah, so go on what you were saying.
So I was looking. I think my empress probably took the papers.
Uh-huh.
I had our analysis certificate of analysis sheets on the water.
Gotcha.
I was going to show you that.
Now tell me about
Okay,
this. You got the list of the real fruits and vegetables. How we can figure that out?
Right
This
here.
is it. Oh wow. And these are the natural ones, right?
Right. This is all seeded.
Wow. Look at this.
None of the hybrid stuff.
This is crazy. Okay.
Because we understand that man made chickens, cows, dogs, lambs. None of those are natural. You've never seen a cow in the wild.
Wow.
and chickens don't fly.
Sheesh.
So
You got a little bit of everything here. Figs. Charleston gold rice. That's not wild rice.
right, we grow that. That is glaberina rice. So that's a non-starch rice.
Sprouted rolled oats. Okay. Nice. Chia seeds. Now I just learned that carrots are not good for you.
Right, those are hybrid.
Okay, so because they're man-made.
They're man-made.
Gotcha, that's why.
Beets.
So they don't make your eyes better.
Well,
He said they actually makes them worse.
so here's my thing, right?
Go ahead.
When we put our intention into whatever, even
Right.
if it's not real,
Uh-huh.
we make it real.
Got you. Got you.
So if my belief system is these carrots are gonna fix my eyes,
Right.
and I believe that in my heart, right?
Yeah.
As a man believes in his heart, so shall it be, right?
Right.
So then the carrots start to work.
But the castor oil is a real fixer.
But also stingless honey.
Stingless honey.
Yeah, I got
In
a
your
bunch-
eyes.
Yes.
Drop it in your eyes. Yeah.
Stainless beads.
Yeah.
So we have some of that coming in from Honduras.
Good. I'm going to
next
be
week.
on that. I'm going to be on
Yeah,
that.
it'll be in small. But the eyes are also connected to the liver, right?
Okay,
And we
okay.
also understand that the eyes are just a camera.
Right.
So that means the brain is the actual producer of the images, and the lens is the eye.
Okay.
And that's when the cataracts.
Yeah. So there's something
Right.
going on
So
up here,
the
basically.
iron, that's why iron, like
Yeah,
tea,
yeah.
cures blindness. Because it
it's
starts to
the
fix the
liver
brain.
and the brain.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
And the mucus will start draining out.
Cures blindness. Never heard that.
Because it's
before.
mucus.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
mucus.
Wow.
So once that gets up and it starts breaking the mucus down.
That's life gain from Rainbow Life Water. Sheesh. All right, folks, I think that's enough for now.
And if you look up Dr. Sabi, he talks about that as well.
Yeah, most people don't look him up because I haven't.
Right, so he talked about curing blindness
Wow.
with iron phosphate.
And I just found out from that same uncle that when he was going to court, when I would back in the 90s, I was hearing the Tawana Brawley case every day on the radio.
Okay.
I found out that Dr. Sebi was in court at the same time, and I never heard anything about it.
Yeah,
They had the Tawana Brawley case every day.
right, and he beat because he
And he won.
He knocked the attorney general off his seat and knocked the judge out. They
Wow.
told him to bring back one person
Uh-huh.
for every disease he healed.
Wow.
He came back with 88 people.
Jeez. Didn't know that.
88 people he brought in there.
Wow.
And the judge was just like, yo, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So they threw the case out. He won. Blah, 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 blah.
Nice.
And then they also determined that he wasn't selling medicine.
Right. He's not selling medicine.
Right.
Nah.
He's selling herbs.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah, so they had to let that go.
Wow.
But eventually, they came after him anyway. You know
Now,
that.
are you an actual certified medical doctor, or how do you
No,
get
no,
the
no.
term?
I'm a naturopath.
Naturopath
Right.
doctor.
I've learned everything from natural healers.
Is it a certain certification or qualification,
Well,
or you just
if you asking them to qualify something,
Right.
then you ask for permission from the system.
right? Okay,
Dr. Sabi never went to school.
right.
I've been with all types of healers. I've traveled all over the world and studied with different people.
Wow.
He was the most influential person that I've studied with out of all the ones I met.
Wow.
I met Chinese doctors and Ayurvedic guys,
Wow.
everybody. But he simplified everything
Wow.
and broke it down to mucus.
Yeah.
One disease.
Yeah.
If you chase the mucus out of the body,
Yeah.
change the acidity,
Right.
alkalinity comes up, because we're already acidic.
Right.
We already have enough acid in our bodies.
Yeah.
So then we're eating acid all the time with meats, chicken, fish, cheese, butter, breads, and all that stuff that turns to acid and starch. All we're doing is putting gasoline on a fire.
Wow.
So that's why we have the alkaline. So we can balance everything, because your blood is about 7.364
Okay.
in alkalinity.
All right.
So it's not high alkalinity where you get these alkaline waters that are 11,
9.8,
9.8
yeah.
and all that stuff. And that actually can create another disease in your body called alkalosis,
Right.
where you have too much
Too much of
alkalinity.
anything.
Right.
Now, how much
We're at
alkalization?
7.3 to about 8.0.
That's perfect.
Depending on how the season goes and comes up,
Yeah.
it varies right in their gate. I've never seen it go higher.
Gotcha.
And that's God's water, so.
Wow. Once again, we appreciate you, Dr. Arkh.
Oh man, indeed.
Be back again.
Indeed.
Thanks a lot.
Much
Signing
love.
out.